And I'm Yogini Jema.
And this is Inspire Living. Now the topic we're going to discuss is living the life of your dreams right now. Why are we waiting to live the way we really want to? And this is something I think we all kind of guilty of at some point.
Sure.
We're waiting. We think something's going to happen for something else to happen. And that's true if you're taking steps, right? But that's different. If you're taking step by step by step, and you know where you're going, that's building. But if you're just waiting for something to happen and you think, oh, unless that happens, unless I win a lot of money, then I'll start to buy a house, or I'll go on holiday once I make this amount of money. It doesn't always work like that, because that's a sort of theory, it's practical, it's in
It
your head.
never works like that.
Hey,
you never hit that marker. You will never have enough money or the best job or the best anything, you know? We got to make it happen now. And we kind of set ourselves up for this kind of discontentment when we have dreams that are not put into action. You know, so we set this aspiration out there, this intention out there, be it having a better home, a better job, a better lifestyle, anything. It could be, a lot of people want to write a book, or you know, change careers, or learn a language, you know.
I'll do this when that happens.
Exactly, you know, and then we spend all of a sudden years and half a decade and a decade in big chapters of our life just having these dreams. And what happens is, you know, those intentions are very powerful, you know, especially if they really deeply mean something to you. And when they are not expressed, they kind of take a turn and they start to kind of eat away and destroy. So you want to express that energy, and this is where we'll get personal for a second and kind of share how we connect with this in our own lives. I know that one of my dreams, or things that we would both always say, is we wanted to get land. Like in India, we're blessed to have land and cows and space for people to come. But here, it wasn't like that. So we were working towards being able to get land and kind of create an ashram environment where people could come and stay and study and train like we trained, Gurukul style, you know. And this went on for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and I found that I just kept saying that I wanted this land and I wanted to do this. And Yogi was like, you have land right here in this, you know, small little beach abode that we have right now. And I thought, you know, literally one day I just woke up and said, we're doing it right here. We're opening the doors of our home. We're going to start doing the retreats here, having people stay here, having people train here, being able to do what this dream of mine was on a very small scale. And trust me, mine was like, not a good idea. The house is too small. People aren't going to understand. You know, they're going to get, where's the space? And, you know, coming up with all of its limitations and logistics. And I just pushed through that, as we have to do when the mind tries to limit us. Push through it, stick with your intention, and we started doing it. And can I tell you something? I feel so good. There's such a joy inside because that energy is finally being able to express itself. I want to share with others. I want people in our energy and be able to nurture them and nourish them with vidya and with love. And since we started doing that, I was like, it started to, you know, make me think, wow, we're starting to live that dream now. And what happens when you start living that dream now is that energy then starts to build and build and build, because you're doing it daily. And suddenly you're gonna reach that dream that you were dreaming about so much sooner and quicker than if you had just kept dreaming about it.
Yeah. Well, the underlying energy is grounding that, because you're doing it. So if you're doing it with 6 people, 10 people, and you want to do it with 100 people, it's not feasible to always do it with 100 people straight away. Logistically, you don't know what you're doing, you don't have the capacity, and you can't do it in a peaceful way. and you probably won't do your best. So building slowly, slowly. So you can do the same thing. It's something you want to do. You want to write a book. But a book is a big thing, right? How do you do that? Maybe you need to take a course on writing. But even that, you got to personalize it. Then maybe you write a short story. You write a 5-page, 10-page short story. Maybe you start with a children's story, something, and you look at it, and then you write something bigger and then bigger and then bigger. Because we all think we should be doing the epics. We should be contributing in massive ways, and everybody's talking about changing the world. Sure, we can, but how do we do it? We do it one person at a time, we do it 5 at a time, we do it with one book at a time. We're not jumping 5, 10 steps ahead and forgetting that this is the next step right here. Let me do that properly, and then the next step will naturally come, and then there will be an acceleration because you've been practicing, right? So keep practicing, keep doing it, keep using what you have now. Don't wait for something to happen to something to happen.
Even if it's on a small scale, just start to do it daily.
Yeah.
You know, and really start to live the life of your dreams now, today.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it's big or small. Don't forget about small or big and all that. Just say, this is the next step. Because the mind also plays tricks, right? When you say, oh, it's too small, it's too this, that's also labeling it. Let's just say, what can you do right now? Do it. Start doing what you love on whatever scale it's at, and then build on it. Yeah, hope that helps you out. We'll see you next time. Namaste.
Namaste.